Atiq Ahmed is the buzzword for news, social media, and where not. Recently, Atiq Ahmed was brought to Prayagraj from Sabarmati jail in Gujarat for the hearing of judgment. The court has now convicted him to life imprisonment in the Umesh Pal abduction case. Being escorted by a convoy to the court and tightening of the curb on his illegal activities shows that the government has toughly worked out to deal with his terror. The way the current government is dealing with Atiq Ahmed itself shows that Atiq is no small fish of the criminal pond. But what is Atiq Ahmed's crime list? How did Atiq's political career start? And most importantly, how did Atiq enter the criminal world? Thank you for joining me today. My name is Sabita Mishra and this is TFI Post. Atiq Ahmed, son of Haji Firoz, a horse cart coachman, was born in 1962. His father was said to be a criminal mentality person from whom Atiq took those traits. At the time, the locality in Allahabad, now Prayagraj, was dominated by Shauq Ilahi aka Chand Baba. But soon news of murder by a 17-year-old boy took over the area. The boy was Atiq, who was on the search as a rival of Chand Baba. Failed in class 10th in 1979, Atiq's distance from education paved the way for his entry into the criminal world. But it was in 1983 when a formal FIR was registered against him. His growing terror in Allahabad was challenging the law and order of the city, and especially in Allahabad West, where he was in direct feud with Chand Baba. In 1986, the then Chief Minister of UP, Veer Bahadur Singh, ordered his arrest. As a result, police started a hunt and he was arrested. But his political connections till that time were so consolidated that CM Veer Bahadur Singh had to release him. This motivated him to indulge in more fierce criminal activities. Although he was released, he suspected that Veer Bahadur Singh was going to get him killed in an encounter. This was probably because the Veer Bahadur government pressed many charges against him, including the NSA, and the CM too did not like him. By the time he got released, Ram Janmabhoomi movement was at peak and the society was completely polarized. Fearing his encounter and seeking the social conditions as an opportunity to harness the divide, he contested for 1989 assembly election from Allahabad West and consequently won the election. This election proved to be the climax of Atiq-Chand Baba rivalry. Since Chand Baba, who was also the corporator, contested against Atiq, Atiq got so offended by this that before the announcement of result, he, along with his henchman, shot Chand Baba dead. Now Atiq Ahmed became the sole mafia of the area and his political career too was kick-started. Allahabad West became his fort and in 1991 he got re-elected, both times standing independent. But till then, the regional parties too consolidated their power in the state. Their hunger to acquire state power was so firm that they were ready to compromise law and order. In 1993, the coalition of SP and BSP supported Atiq Ahmed and no contest was put against him. This gave him the political advantage and patronage to carry on the crimes. His hold on the area was widening and he was achieving higher connections in the political realms. In 1996, he won the Allahabad West seat on the ticket of Samajwadi Party. He soon started to sort priorities and switch the political parties according to his needs. In 1999, he joined Apna Dal and in 2002, he became the state president of the party. He won 3 seats for the party including his own. Atiq got so much influence in the party that he campaigned across the state by helicopter. The Allahabad West demography, which comprised of 30% of Muslims, had 15% Kurmis and Pal. This demographic equation intensified his rivalry with Raju Pal. His aspirations grew to another level and he intended to sit as a lawmaker in Delhi. He joined Samajwadi Party again in 2004 and won the Lok Sabha seat of Phulpur in general elections. Interestingly, Phulpur is the same seat that was contested by the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, in 1952. Nehru won continuously from this seat in 1957-1962. After his death in 1964, his sister Vijayalakshmi Pandit resigned as governor and contested and retained the seat for Congress and Nehru family. Atiq Ahmed's win from his seat gained cognizance from the footpath to the corridors of parliament. In just 1 year, hovering over the political power, Atiq committed a crime that was to lead him to his end. Yes, I'm talking about Raju Pal's murder. which took place in 2005. After becoming MP, Atiq had to vacate the assembly seat, and so he got the ticket for his brother Khalid Azim aka Ashraf. But BSP gave tickets to another OBC candidate with criminal background, Raju Pal. In another interesting contest, Raju Pal prevailed over Ashraf. Following this, there was many deadly attacks on Raju Pal. On January 25, 2005, MLA Raju Pal was brutally murdered in the Dhumanganj area of the city. The accusation of the MLA's murder was placed on Atiq and Ashraf. Both brothers had to go to jail in this case. After Raju Pal's murder, a by-election was held for the city west seat. The then Mulayam government added prestige to the seat, and with the help of government machinery, Ashraf was elected as MLA. Ashraf had to face defeat in the 2007 election, and Atiq had to face defeat in 2012 from the same seat. The accusation of Raju Pal's murder became a noose around Atiq's neck, from which he has not been able to escape till date, and it has become a scar for him, now reaching the brink of being buried in the ground. Umesh Pal was an eyewitness in the BSP MLA Raju Pal's murder. He was abducted in 2006 and was forced to not give evidence against Atiq and others. Almost after 17 years, the judgment to this case is served. Atiq Ahmed is punished with life imprisonment, while his brother and 6 other people were acquitted of charges. In the 2009 Lok Sabha election, Atiq got a ticket from Pratapgarh from his party. In 2014, he got a ticket from Samajwadi Party for the Shravasti seat, and in 2018, he contested the by-election in Phulpur as an independent candidate, while in 2019, he contested the Lok Sabha election against PM Modi from the Varanasi seat as an independent candidate. However, he had to face a resounding defeat in all these elections. In Shravasti, he was barely able to secure his deposit. Atiq Ahmed's sentence shows that whatever political position a person holds or how much political connections a person has, the crime can never conceive to a peaceful end. Justice has been served to the people who have suffered by his crimes. On the other hand, after Mukhtar Ansari and Atiq Ahmed, it is interesting to see who is left on Yogi Govt's checklist and who is next to be put to justice.